Hi, my name's Andrew Morgan Smith, and if you want your sample brass to sound more realistic, I have a couple tips for you, so let's check it out. So the first thing I recommend is make sure you're familiar enough with how the instrument's supposed to sound idiomatically. So how does the instrument sound whenever it plays staccato and legato in a room, in a score? So listening to old scores can sometimes be very helpful because they tend to be a lot more in the room mixed versus some hyper real stuff where those are cool, but they're not necessarily made to sound super realistic. So I have a couple examples. These are all Cinebrass, but the theory still holds true. My second thing is don't use legato as much as you think you're going to use it, right? So some people use legato a lot, which is fine. Like sometimes it is a legato line and it needs to sound legato, but they'll overuse legato on things that don't need to be legato. So as an example, as we turn to this, here is kind of like 3 steps to remedying this. So here's the version of a little quick motif that's legato. I should say it's being played as legato rather than being played more characteristically for this little heroic motif, right? Well, what if we take out that? Here's no pedal. All right, well, it still has some issues, right? So let's fix the issues. So we come in here like that, like that. It's supposed to be a little longer. Let's see if it's the right length. Cool. And what if we want the long one to actually be pretty long, like this long? Well, now we go in and we can add the pedal. Thunder. How ominous. All right, so now we get right now. I haven't even done CC automation yet, so let's just take this one and we'll do CC data because sometimes I'll do things in this order. So another thing is stay out of the very top range. I use CC1, which is mod wheel for Cinebrass. Well, it's mod wheel for everything, but for Cinebrass, that's your dynamic, so that affects your timbre. And CC11 is like your microphone position. So like CC11 would be like how loud that is. He's like turning up the fader on the board. So now I'm just going to play in the idea. Right, and I can just do that, and I can just do a really quick version of that. But that's generally what I do. That's my process. I go through it, and sometimes things need to be legato, but that's generally my process. Like, go through it, play the line in, decide what needs to be legato and what's not. Put in the mod wheel. Put in the sustain pedal, then do the mod wheel and the expression, which is CC1 and CC11. And I find a lot of times I don't need the legato that much. It sounds great, but it sounds more real whenever I'm able to alternate it. So hopefully that's useful. I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks. Bye.